Hi guys. Hello. Your girl is both blessed and stressed at the same time. As you can see, sleep um, is a commodity. Um, yeah, so like it would be so amazing. I've never tried this before. I don't think ever doing just donation-based readings, but I thought about it. I was like, maybe not everybody. I mean, it's not that I want to do this all the time, but I thought maybe not everybody has the amount that I've been charging for one tarot question. So I thought, let's just do what people can afford. Maybe some people can afford more, maybe some people can afford less. I just kind of wanted to try it tonight because desperate times call for desperate measures. And let's see, progressive and also my Airbnb, insurance and a house, roof over my head and a car insurance both need my attention tonight. So I thought, let's just try it. Let's just see. Um, if, I'm going to do donation-based readings, preferably no super chat. Okay, that would be amazing not to, because YouTube takes 50% of anything on YouTube, which is insane. It's insane that that happens, but that's true. And so yeah, donation-based reading, anything you guys want to know, let's find out between you and your person or career, finance, what spirit has for you. Donation-based readings tonight. I think it actually kind of sounds fun. Like I just want to see what it could be. What we could do with that. Let's see. So, Father God, Mother Goddess, thank you so much for the ability to read cards. I ask for divine protection, please, at this time for me and all of my fellow earth angels that are here. Gorgeous divine star seeds. Those here to help the collective ascend. Thank you, God. Thank you for the fellowship. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the divine provisions as well, taking care of all balances, all bills. Thank you, God. I ask to be able to bless those that bless me today with a message from the Holy Spirit that they need at this time, from their spirit guides, their ancestors. Thank you. Clear, concise, accurate messages for those that need it tonight. Thank you. Hi, guys. Did you call me gorgeous? Did I? I called myself gorgeous. Did I call you gorgeous? Mr. Peanut Butter. If that is your real name, did I call you gorgeous? Let's get a blessing for you. Let's see. Spying. How long have you been spying on me, Mr. Peanut Butter? Are you crunchy or are you creamy? That's going to make all the difference in the world as to where this goes, my friend. 20 seconds. You've been spying on me 20 seconds. Oh boy, this is the longest relationship I've ever had. Why are you so funny? Why am I like, who are you? I'm organic, so watery. What? Where did you come from? Where have you been my whole life? Oh, that's right. In the condiment aisle. Oh, please marry me. Who are you? Just some guy. Would you just click on this? I just went live like 4 minutes ago. Hello. Anyway, yeah, today's gonna be donation-based readings. So if you guys want a tarot reading from me, it'll be just whatever you think it's worth, I guess, today. We're just trying it. I just want to see what the outcome will be. Progressive really wants to know. My insurance company really wants to know by 10 p.m. tonight if you guys are generous or not. I fucking called 3 times. And the first time I called, they were like, yeah, we're going to take the funds out at 6. And then I called again. She's like, no, it's 10 p.m. And then the other lady was like, yeah, it's 10 p.m. I was like, oh, there is a God. There's a couple hours left, guys. Your girl really needs to get this payment tonight made. So, God, who are you? Like, honestly, I'm with the vegetables. Someone changed their mind and decided to not buy. Oh, you're a reject. Oh, you poor thing. And it's so sad too, because it's like right when they see the organic milk or the kefir and like the really healthy kombucha, and they see that healthy option, and then they look at you and they're like, you're not as good. You are as good. You are delicious and very yellow nutritious. You're very high in what? Like you're high in saturated fat. I don't know what else you're high in, but it seems like you're high on something because your vibe is so great. And I love having you here. And I don't know who you are, but I'd kind of like to discover that. So anyway, hello, hello. You have a great personality. They prefer high fructose corn syrup. Let them, honey. Let them. Let them. You're too good. You're too good for them. You're too good. Hi, Jenna. I haven't seen you since yesterday. Are you doing better, love? Hello, Abby. First of all, thank you so much for being here. Second of all, I am doing a lot better because you see Mr. Peanut Butter here. He's making me laugh today, which I could definitely use more of in my life. Also, use more of that ka-ching, ka-ching. So speaking of, guys, we're doing donation-based reading tonight. I've never done that before. I don't think. I normally just have a set price for my readings, but I'm going to try it tonight and just see if y'all be generous or not. If not, you can go with the fucking high fructose corn syrup. You can go rot your ass on a shelf somewhere. You especially if you watch me all the fucking time and you get readings from me all the fucking time. You guys can pay it forward. I know you can. I believe in you. I could believe it. Okay? Come on. Soul family. Come on, soul family. I know you can. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And so it's funny, like I literally go live and this random stranger shows up and it's just like soulmate. Oh my God. Heart to heart. Like I feel you, bro. Because I am the organic sugar-free jelly and they leave me on the counter all the time. But they take me home, but then they leave my ass on the counter. You never even get out of the grocery store. It's kind of sad. At least I'm liked enough to be put on the counter. But yeah, no, I understand all too well what it's like to be a reject. I was a black sheep of the family my whole life. Oh my God. I don't even understand why. It's so weird because like I went to an alternative school when I was in high school. It was either that or boot camp. And I was such a little hellraiser well, not so much little. I was pretty plump my whole life, but I was a hellraiser. And in high school, my mom was like, it's either this, juvie, or boot camp. Well, I didn't really know that juvie wasn't an option. I thought it was a threat that actually was possible. So I said, all right, I'm going to go to an alternative school then. And I went to an alternative school that was just full of rejects like me. And girl, who came out queen of the rejects? That's right, bitch. That's right. Most popular girl in school. Me. Yeah. Rejects of the rejects. No, but really, there was 100 students there, and it was just a lot of people that it was like a detention center kind of, and I look back and I'm like, I wasn't even that bad of a kid. I was pretty fucking amazing, actually. I can't help it that I was telling truth from the time I could speak. It's not my fault. Whatever, people just don't like truth, man. But yeah, I was black sheep of the family my entire life. And everybody just kind of hated me. And I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, do you not have eyeballs? Like, I'm amazing. So, yeah, I was ugly duckling my whole life. Hated, rejected, not really even liked until I was around a whole bunch of criminals and black sheep of the family and psychics and witches and, yeah, occultists and people in high school, man. We were just, I don't know what we were. But yeah, I made a lot of friends there. It became super popular. I was voted most likely to have a talk show in high school. So it's kind of working out for me. I'm going to be the next psychic Oprah. And yeah, I understand all too well being put on the shelf. But I'll take you off the shelf, peanut butter. Ooh, how you doing? I like that you're the organic kind. You're so beautiful and so tasty. Yeah, I like it a lot. Anyway, it's funny because I was calling in my soul tribe, like I was doing meditation today, and I was envisioning more and more kind people on my channel. So it's kind of amazing that you showed up when you did. I love it. I was only on here 4 minutes and you already popped up. I love that. I love that. So yeah, guys, if you want to help a girl out, please do so. Jesus would be so proud. Jesus would love you. I mean, and only if you help me. I'm just kidding. Jesus loves you anyway. But don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Anyway, here you go again. Green Lantern. Oh my God. I already forgot who the fuck you are. Who are you? Ah, little troublemaker. What's your sign? I'm an Aries. So I was a little troublemaker with a big personality and a big chip on our shoulder, because Aries often, when we are trying to lead and we're trying to, like, it's like, hello, let us fucking do our job. We're trying to be a leader. Hello, this is in our DNA. Like, sit down, shut up, let us lead, okay? Yeah, I can't help it. I can't help it that I'm just naturally adorable. Like, I cannot help it. Everybody hated me. Like, my whole freaking life, bro. Everybody hated me. And then I went through this huge growth spurt. Like, at 16 years old, I started, like, becoming just this powerhouse. Like, I was like, don't fuck with me. Don't talk to me. Like, that's when I stopped being abused. I was abused at home every single day for years and years and years. My dad was a military drill instructor, and he was a stepdad. He actually adopted me. And, I was abused every single day till I was 16. And I bulked up. I gained a lot of weight in 10th grade, a lot of weight. And just one day I just remember there was so much bulk to me that I was bigger than he was. And because he has to stay like really, really fit and trim for the military, right? And I just remember one day, like, just whoosh, when he hit me, I just like had this momentum. And it was the last day a man ever laid hands on me. It was when I was 16 years old. And after that, I started realizing, like, I really am different. Like, I really am allowed to fight back in life. I really am allowed to take up space. I'm allowed to be here. And I think that's what in high school led me to lead a lot of people in the school. Kind of, I was like uniting like a lot of cliques, a lot of groups. And I think that that's what helped me a lot be known and well known and very popular in that school, was because I was able to tell people, like, you're allowed to take your power back. You know, you don't have to just lay down and take it. You know, you're allowed to defend yourself. And I literally was going to post a community post today titled Return to Sender. When somebody sends you dark magic, you can return to sender, because it's self-defense. Like, we're in a spiritual war, and it is self-defense to send this shit back to people, okay? It's like, you're allowed to say, go fuck yourself. Yeah, go fuck yourself royally. Like, you're a dick. And you're allowed to take up space, and you're allowed to be yourself, and you're allowed to have fun, and you're allowed to win at life. You're allowed to be rich. You're allowed to make money the way you want to make money, legally. You're allowed to love whomever you want, legally. You're allowed to do a whole bunch of things that others don't want you to do. And I just want to be about that. I want to promote that more on my channel, just to be your free self, to be your individual self. You know, I've got a lot of people who believe in dragons and fairies and reincarnation and past lives, and some people who believe that they are already past life. This is like their second or third life. So there's a lot of people on my channel who believe in some really cool, crazy shit. And I just want to be able to keep them safe and protected and tell you guys that you're not crazy. Like, you're allowed to believe this stuff. It's fun. It's fun. It's your imagination. Let it run wild. You're allowed to do whatever you want. Though I know some people don't like it because they'll call you schizophrenic and whatever. Who gives a shit? Bye. There's the door. God, don't you hate that when people are like, I'm leaving, bye. Like, good the fuck riddance. I'll probably never miss you ever. In fact, looking at your name, I'm like, did I ever even miss you? No, never. Never will I ever. It's given pick me energy, and I don't pick you. Bye. I'll test the water. I believe in a flat earth. Ooh, I'll test the ocean. I believe there is no earth. What? Like, what did she say? What? What? Wow, this is gonna be a really, really nice budding friendship here. Yeah, I really like you. Flat earth, bruh, bring it. There is no earth, and there is no spoon. I look like the caterpillar in the Bugs Life movie. That's so, wow. Cool. He's got a chill personality. I like that guy. I fuck with that guy. You have me beat. You're cute. Thank you for being here. I really like your vibes. Yeah. I'm happy that you scrolled left or scrolled right or scrolled up or scrolled down, whatever the fuck it is on YouTube. I'm really happy you scrolled. Thanks for finding me. All right, guys. So let's see. Let's actually do some, like, I just want to get energy flowing, you know? Jenna, my son is in love with you. Oh, Coletta, whatever. Is he really? Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Thank you for telling me. Ooh. Is he a boss Zeddy, the emperor here? Yeah, is this him? Does he look like that? Girl, because there was someone walking on the other side of this, the sidewalk out in my car. I was in my car earlier and I was on live stream and I looked at him and oh my God, honey, he had his shirt off, glistening in the sun with a big white hat that was like keeping him safe from the sun, right? And I was just like, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes. As soon as I said yes, this man crossed the street to show up on this side of the sidewalk. And I was like, see guys, all you have to do is tell the universe that you're ready. All you have to do is say, okay, bet. Universe, I dare you. I fucking dare you. Put something great in my way, okay? May it be organic and may it be chunky peanut butter. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is a very sweet comment, my love. His name is Justin Davis. Oh, with a name like Justin, I already have a crush on him too. Hey Justin, how you doing? I'm what Bob Ross would call a happy accident. Hi Oliver, that's fun. That's fun. Oh my God, that's the kind of hat he was wearing. Like, wait, what is that? Oh wait, no, never mind. That's something else. Are you a soldier? What is that? I don't know what that is. That's a hat, but I don't know what kind of hat. Anyway, let's move on. So yeah, oh, look at the love in the chat, guys. Ace of Cups. Oh, man, that's great. I knew it. I was like, I'm going to meditate on sending some good vibes my way through the chat. Because I got pummeled earlier, and then I had to cut the stream. No, actually, the universe cut the stream. The phone died. It was so hot out. And I had to do some meditation, and I was like imagining good-hearted, sweet people in my chat, like Coletta here. And peanut butter. Yeah. I was tired of dick bags in my life. So I'm a manifesting magician, and what I say, I get. And what I see, I get. That's very sweet. I thank you so much for that comment. That just made my entire day as a crush on me. Oh my gosh. Wait, your son watches me? Wait, how does that work? I mean, you watch me, but your son does too? Oh my gosh, guys. It's like is my channel like finally taking off? Damn, I've only been at this 5 fucking years. The star. Oh God, it's about time somebody up there fucking realizes it. I'm a star in the making, bitch. When am I gonna get my 15 minutes? It'll be a lot longer than that. I'm an eternal soul that'll never die. It'll be a lot longer than 15 minutes. But yeah, what is it? Like, hello? Anybody gonna pay attention down here? You fucking pay attention to me? Oh, I'm like a pick-me. I pick me. So yeah, it like pisses me off that YouTube has like been sleeping on me for a minute, but not anymore. Not anymore. I'm really thinking that I am manifesting that all these YouTube board meeting members, they sit around and they pick one channel that gets the YouTube algorithm lottery, and I win it. They are around the table on a Monday and they eat bagels. They eat bagels with cream cheese, and they're like, hey, you know, we should give it to somebody in the tarot industry. Oh, we've never done that before. Let's just make someone in the spiritual community just blow up, right? Go viral, like just overnight, like, whoa, you know, let's do something crazy. And so they all agree, and they say, I know this girl. Her name is Jenna. She's pretty amazing. And boom, next thing you know, my shit's viral, you know? So because I manifest at the speed of light, that's exactly what's happening right now. All these people at Google are like, Her? I fuck with her, yeah. Okay, yes. Yes. The answer is yes. You win. You win the YouTube algorithm lottery. Cherish the first 10 minutes. I cherish the first 10 minutes here with you. Is your name Theodore? I know. I know the answer is absolutely no to that, but I just wanted to see if I take the most wild guess ever on the planet and get it right, if I could be like super psychic. So I just pulled the... I don't know why Theodore was the name I picked. Or TJ. No. Am I close? I'm close. It's like DJ. You are fun. Like, where'd you come from? Smuckers. You are so pretty, girly. Oh, Patty, bless your heart, my love. Thank you, sweetheart. You are as well. What a gorgeous comment from a gorgeous soul. Oh my God, look, it's, I at first, I saw Theo, like Theodore, but it actually says the dog. But I thought it said Theo for a second. I was like, oh my God, I am that bitch. I am that good. But no, it says the dog. So, never mind. Aw, hello. I hope you're doing well, Patty. Welcome, welcome, my loves. My loves. You guys are doing really great today. I'll tell you who could be doing better, me. I had to call Progressive, my insurance company, and I was like, please, please, please. Even though I teach you guys, don't beg. What are we begging for? We are gods. Let's not beg. Let's not beg. But I begged the customer service rep. Is there anything, really, anything you can do? Please, lady. Nope, it's going to come out at 10 p.m. tonight, honey. You gotta shape up or ship out. And I was like, okay, all right. You know, it's fine. The universe loves me. I'm God's favorite. I am God's favorite, bitch. I am. And I started affirming some things. I started in my head thinking like money loves me. Money is so drawn to me. Yeah, no money's in love with me, really. Honey. Money loves me, okay. Money wants to spoil me or rotten me. So I just started saying, you know what, no, it's good. I've got this. I've got this. I always do. God's always got it in the bag. I wanna give, God loves you. Oh, don't blame you. My real name is Tinsley, but Patty is my mom. Oh, bless your mom. And bless you, Tinsley. My son has a gap just like yours, but his is wider. Y'all could be soulmates, no joke. I'm for real. Hey, you know what? As God is my witness, my mom wanted to get this fixed when I was a kid. Nah, it makes me sexy as hell, honey. And it makes Justin sexy as hell. You can tell him I said that. You can tell him I said that. I love it, man. Don't let anybody convince you that it's not amazing. I was an actress in high school, and my mom was like, see, people are gonna notice. People are gonna notice. Yeah, you mean they're gonna notice my fucking amazing smile? Yeah, they are. I'm gonna be known for this one day. I'm gonna be on a freaking billboard for this one day. Famous as shit for the gap in my teeth, and so will Justin. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Justin, you'll be known for it. Sexy motherfucker. Wait, does he watch me for real? That's kind of crazy. So you watch and your son watches me? What? Man. Look at this, guys. Am I like on the TV right now in your living room or something? Am I on the TV? Like an actual television in your living room? Like, am I on TV right now? Stop. Oh, bitch, stop. Come on. Look, is this for real? Am I on TV? No, I'm serious. Am I on your TV right now in the living room? You guys, come on. That's like the craziest card in the whole deck to pull out when I'm talking about this. Oh my God. Girl, I'm on your TV. I'm famous. We're watching right now. Oh my God, Justin. Don't make me blush. Hi, Justin. Hi. Like a villain. Hi, Justin. Oh my God. Hi. Like, I'm such a fangirl. A star was born. Oh my. Well, I was actually born April 16th, so 416 at 4:16 in the morning. I mean, I'm not saying the heavens wanted to make a big shout out, but like, like I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but dude, I'm telling you, I'm pretty much a big deal. And I was a big deal the second I was born. So yeah, it is kind of a star I was born. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm not fucking ready to be known for something around here. Damn, something besides homelessness and not being able to pay my car insurance. I want to be known for something more. You look about 3 days late for a hot shower. And cue the dick. What year? I kind of would rather not say. I don't want somebody to be able to like look me up in that way. I mean, I don't know, maybe, I guess, because like all the famous celebrities are looked up at that. Okay, so it was 89. I was born in 89. Yeah. That makes me 35 years young. Yes. Can you believe that? 35. Damn, what the hell? It's okay, it's okay. I'm not thinking about it. I'm ignoring it. Let's move on. Yeah, let's do some readings. Yeah. Thank you. God loves you. And Patty, don't listen to the haters. I won't, babe. I'll listen to you and Justin. I'll listen to you too instead. Ooh, Justin. You want me, like, do you guys watch me a lot? Or is this the first time? Because I feel like semi-famous right now. I don't know. Am I famous? It's like I'm literally sleeping in an Airbnb in the smallest room they have and wondering how I'm still going to even afford it tomorrow. Because as of today, I don't know. I don't know if they'll accept me for another day. Don't really have the funds to do it. So I'm just sitting here hoping on a prayer. 8 of Pentacles, putting in my work. I'm putting work in, girl. And we're going to see. We're going to see God do some miracles for me in my money financial situation. So if you guys would like to get a reading, I'd love to read for you. You guys are so fun. This is such a good energy. Come on, guys. Let me read for you. Look at this celebration that we're having, huh? I do dream interpretation as well. If anybody had a crazy ass dream you want to know what it's about. Don't think I don't know what happened in that dream. Ooh, you kinky AF. You kinky AF. I saw that. I'm just kidding. You wish. You wish I would have been there. Who had a sex dream recently? Raise your hand. Just kidding. Had it in the real world. Oh my God. I say that. It's like I only say that because your girl has been single as a Pringle for 5 years. And like for that to be the highlight of my entire century, it's kind of a big deal. So, yeah, it's like whatevs. But did you have a sex dream? Let's talk about it. I'd love to throw some cards for you. I mean, let's just talk about it. Let's just tell everybody what it was about. That's fun. Everybody loves that. That's like a fun thing to do. You're too funny. Oh my goodness. You make me chuckle so hard. Abby, I fucking love having you here, girl. I love you, sweetheart. We're all virgins in the chat. Oh, whoops. My bad. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. I'm so sorry about that. Did I say sex? I meant chores. Boring. That's what I meant. Oh, dishes. Oh, fun. Yeah, no, sex, so overrated. Oh no, not with this guy. Oh God. Oh no, honey, I done fell in love. I think I'm in love. Yeah, I think so. But see, I'm trying to manifest this guy back in my life, but so far he's just kind of a tool bag. So I don't know. I'm like, boy, you must not know about me. I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute in a peanut butter jar. To the left. Yeah, right. Aisle 6. Yeah. Come on. It is so ridiculous. hook up with a girl and then don't call her. Like, come on. Oh, not me. Oh, hell no. I'm a goddess, honey. This man is about to know my ancestors don't fuck around. Like, don't fuck around about me. It's like, you think that you're gonna play that game with this girl? I don't think so. It's never gonna happen ever in the history of ever. That will never happen. So my ancestors are wreaking havoc. High priestess, girl, tell me I'm wrong. The high priestess. First of all, my grandmother, she was a menace to society in the waking world, in the real world. Just imagine what she's like on the other side when she gets all these infinite powers. Dude, she will tear your ass up. You will regret the day you were born if you fuck with me. Trust me on this. Guys, trust me. Anyway, so this guy that, yeah, he was an Airbnb guest, and so was I. And, too cute for his own good. There is, you know the type. There's a guy, okay, there's two types of men in the world. There's the guys that are super, super hot, and they know they're super, super hot. Ugh. Right? Like, ugh. Can you be ugly inside then, please? So that I have a shot? Like, ugh. But then there's like the really, really hot guys that they don't know they're good looking. And oh my God, they're so sweet. And it's so amazing to be around people like that. You know, don't put yourself down, but at least don't be cocky, arrogant, and self-centered, you know? It's like, but yeah, it's like he's the type that like knows he's good looking. And it's like, oh, girls really like, it's not that great. Like, you are good, but like, are you that good? Actually, don't answer that. The answer was yes, best I ever had. So now I am just kind of wondering if God's got something else in store for me, honey. Like maybe just me, myself, and I. Who needs a man? Who really does? Honey, I've been at this by myself for a while. I don't think I need him. I think I need me, and I think I need Jesus. A lot of the Christians that show up on my chat definitely say that. They're like, nah, bitch needs Jesus. So they agree, I need Jesus. I'm neither. So 3 kinds of guys. Okay. What do you mean like? You're neither. Wait. What are you then? Besides super adorable. Girl, I love you. I love your personality. I love your confidence. You are amazing. What happened? What happened today? You guys, 6 of Pentacles. This is the card of equal give and take with the 2 of... What happened? Did you guys see how my last live stream ended? Compared to this one, I don't understand. Like, where the fuck did I go? You guys are so nice, and I don't know what to do with that. Thank you. I don't know. Nice. See, I knew Earth wasn't a real place. Where are we? We're somewhere else. We are somewhere else, honey. I knew it. I knew we weren't on Earth anymore. I tried telling you guys. I tried telling you. Didn't want to be all like conspiracy theory, but honestly, fucking told you. We're not on Earth anymore, honey. We've been beamed up. Thank you for being so sweet. You're welcome. The ones that keep themselves humbled and in check, right, Abby? They are sexy as fuck, aren't they? You're my favorite live video of tonight. Oh, that is so cute. Thank you, honey. Thank you, my love. Okay. I really just want to do some readings for people. I want to get into tarot. You know, I mean, I've been doing tarot for like, well, since 2019, but I want to get in the energy of like before I got evicted this year in January. I went through like a financial crisis of, oh, it was so bad. And before that, I was actually doing really, really well for myself. Like in 2021, 2021 was the best year that I had of my business. Like I was like booming, honey. Like my business was nice. It was taking care of me. I was very much independent. I lived on my own, took care of myself with my apartment and my own business. And manifestation. But then I manifested a dick bag from Texas who ruined my life. So we're not doing that anymore. I've learned way too many lessons. Okay. And so now I I'm going to get my business back up and running. Like, and I what I really liked doing back then was I would do live streams and there would just be like boom, 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 boom. I literally had to write lists of people because there were so many people booking for readings back then. I just want to get back into that. Like, and I feel like God's going to do that. You know, there's that book of the Bible. What is it? Job, I think. He had everything removed from him too, you know. And I don't know, God gave him double everything that he lost. So I'd like to think that. I'd like to think that's, well, you know, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I love tarot. I really do. I love using divination. I don't rely on the cards. I rely on my intuition and the spirit world, but the cards are a guidance system for people to get like a confirmation from. So in the same way that I don't find God in the Bible, I don't find God in tarot either. I find God in spirit. I find God in love and humor and people and nature. So I don't worship cards. That's not what I'm about at all. I don't worship a book either. I don't really have a religion. My religion is freedom. My religion is please be yourself and let others be themselves and let others practice whatever they want to practice. You know, if people want to be into demons or whatever, let them. If they want to be into God, let them, you know, whatever. You know? Dang. Oh, I'm from Texas. Oh. Uh-oh. Can you do one of my son? Justin, I'd love to. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to donate, I would love to do that. Whatever you think. Tonight is donation based, guys. This is the first time I've ever done that, actually. I'm just trying to see what it would be like to do donation based readings. I don't know. I've just never done that. I normally have a set price, but today I just want to try something different. Like reading for Mr. Justin. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, so also I do not have a lot of male clients. Most of my clientele, like 95% of my clientele are women, so it's kind of nice. I'd love to read for you, Justin. How you doing? Looking good with that gap in your teeth, son. Looking real good. Looking real good. Do not let anybody convince you otherwise. Like, I've been bullied so many fucking times for this thing. Are you kidding? This is gonna be my bread and butter one day. People are gonna notice me on a billboard because of this, baby. And this one too, yeah? Oh, there's like a huge wart on your face. I'm like, bitch, that is a beauty mark from God. That is from the goddess herself. Go fuck yourself. This will have its own website one day. While you will continue to live in your mom's basement, eating PB&J with the crust off, because she does that for you. Okay? Yeah, no, I've had people hate. Okay, I've had people hate on me. Oh, fucking well. Haters, be haters, be haters, be haters, be trolls. And I don't care, because I know what I'm here for, and I know that I'm here to be with the real ones. You guys would never hate on something like that. You'd be like, oh my God, so cute. What's the website? Can I get this on a mug? Can I buy it on a t-shirt? One day you will. Patty, I just love you. I just love you. You're so cute. Wait, I wanted to know, Mr. Peanut Butter, I wanted to know what the third kind of man is. God, he always watches you. Justin, you always watch me? People always tell him he's special for some reason. Ah, he is special. He's healing my heart right now. You're special to me, Justin. I feel you. Ooh. I feel a lot of love from that guy. Come on. Oh, let me read for him. Let me. I'm just here to see feet. Okay, go look at your own then. Don't know what to tell you about that. The guy that doesn't worry about relationships and is better off alone. Oh shit. So they're yeah. Well, actually, what I didn't tell you was both of those other two were also single. All three categories of men are all single. You ever notice that? When do you really find the ones that are like ready for commitment? Can anybody please? I mean this. I need somebody who can answer this question for me. Is there a place a girl can go to and find a man actually ready for commitment. Now, I'm not talking a dating site, because you know they're not ready for commitment on a dating site. And no to church. They're also not ready for commitment. They're not committed to anything but a Bible. I'm talking about real commitment. Like, when do you find it? Men. But see, and I teach the law of assumption. So what you assume to be true is true. So if you assume that it's really tough to find men that want to commit, then it's gonna be tough, right? But you gotta believe that there is someone out there that is just like dying to meet you, right? Dying to have like commitment, a wife, kids, kind of thing. You gotta change your thoughts, you know? Oh, you're very particular and very conservative. Okay. What are we committing to, though? I don't know. The only thing I feel I need in my life is my bed, my phone, and food. Abby! Okay. See, this girl gets it. on the what's that? Coletta? I don't know what that meant. Is there a place I would zoom over to it, if you know what I mean? If there is a place, I would zoom over to it, if you know what I mean. Abby, you and me both, girl. I'd be there. Like, I met this guy this week. Well, actually, it was like 2 weeks. He's been here about 2 weeks, right? And when I was on a live stream one day, he came out smoking a cigarette. And I noticed him, but he was not, I was so hung up on Ryan the rapper. Okay. The guy from Texas that freestyle raps for 20,000 people. He's like a pretty big deal. And he and I had just gone on a date. And he went back to Texas, and I was like, okay, well, fuck. Now what? I was like, I can either try manifesting him, and I did. I tried to manifest him back. And in doing so, I manifested another guy showing up at the Airbnb. But my heart was still set on Ryan, because like he was so fun, and we had such a great date. It was the best date ever. So creative. We shot a music video for him. It was so freaking fun. So yeah, with like the champagne, he like shook the champagne bottle, like a pool scene and everything. Girl, it was so fun. It was so fun. So I had my heart set on Ryan, right? Well, okay. Fast forward, after he leaves, like a few days, not even a few days, I don't think. This other guy shows up, and he starts beeping on his keypad in his room, and he couldn't get in the room. So, being the amazing person that I am, I opened the door and I was like, oh, here's a little trick here. And he's like, thanks. Appreciate that so much. Have a good one. And I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think anything of it at all, because my heart was set on Ryan. But turns out he liked me. And so the next day, when I was on a live stream, he came out smoking a cigarette, this new guy. And I didn't know it, but when I came inside the house, I went into my room, and he had put his phone number under my door. He put his cell phone number. He's like, you should call me. You're gorgeous. I was like, yeah, well, I'm kind of waiting on Ryan, the rapper, though, from Texas. I thought that was what we were gonna do. I thought that was the plan. Is that the plan? I don't know. But I'm at 35 in my prime, and I'm gonna, as a single woman, there's no ring on my finger, queen. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do, whomever the fuck I want to do. I will live my life. I will. I divorced for this shit. I literally divorced a man in 2019 because I wasn't having fun. So because of that, I deserve this. So I thought to myself, you know what, okay, I'll text him. And we started texting and got along really well. But then I asked him, like, are you interested in, like, tarot and stuff? Like, he's like, oh, yeah, I fuck with that. Oh, I love tarot. I'm a gypsy. Oh, okay, what? What do you mean? Like me? Like a gypsy? Like, whoa, okay. This is fun. And before I knew it, we started talking about spirituality. He was like, he's into that. He was like, yeah, I'm in the middle of watching Supernatural right now. And I was like, that's so fucking cool. So who are you? Like, what's this about? Like, hey, how you doing? What's this about? And then I'm just like, wow, the universe kind of likes me and kind of wants me having fun and doing fun things. And so I just love. And so the next thing I know, he dreamt of me. And he told me the next day, I had a dream about you. And I said, oh my God, was that you? I thought it was Ryan. I said, wait, that was you I dreamt of? I had a dream. I was talking to a guy about the Airbnb and about a bed. We were talking about a futon. And he's like, yeah, I think that was me. There was a girl in my dream and she needed help. And so he offered me his bed. Can't mind the gutter guys. He said he'd sleep on the floor and he was gonna let me, instead of being a homeless shelter, since the dream I was saying I needed help, he was gonna let me room with him because I was about to be homeless. And I got to sleep on his bed and he would have slept on the floor. So I said, that is seriously the most romantic thing pretty much ever that anybody's ever done for me ever. That is so sweet. So I said, okay, well, I kind of don't mind this. And I didn't know why I didn't mind it. I was like, it's either this or homeless shelter. It's like one stranger or 500. What is it, Jenna? What are you going to choose? So I thought to myself, let's just go over and just chat. And like, let's watch Supernatural and just see like, what's he about? What's his vibe like, you know? So he gives me his code to his room and I'm like, damn, are we that serious already? Like, whoa, this is like real, okay? So I opened the door and he's just laying there in bed. And I was like, okay, with his shirt off, by the way. And I was like, hi. He's like, hi. I was like, hi. And so anyway, I sat at the end of the bed and we just chatted for a little while. And well, and then, okay, let's move on, guys. So Holy Spirit, what's coming in for... Yeah, I don't know what happened. And then shit got complicated. And then there goes my bed. There goes my room that I was supposed to have for the next 5 days. Shit got complicated after that. It did not end with just talking. So after we realized, holy shit balls, we are past life soulmates, that is when shit got complicated. And that is when I'd see him around and he'd like walk around without his shirt off and I'd be like, my life, man. Because he was ignoring me. He had all these calls, all this stuff at work was coming up, and his car broke down. Like everything was going crazy wrong once he met me. And I was just like, my life, man. Oh man. And I was forced to stare at him for like the next week. Every day we would see each other and I was just like, my life. It was so hella uncomfortable. And so then he finally left like 2 days ago. I think he's at a different Airbnb. And oh, this man's obsessed, honey. Obsessed. But it's only in the spirit world that he's obsessed right now. Like it's not really in the physical 3D yet. I'm working on it. But yeah, right now it's all energetic and it's all like telepathic and it's all up here in the invisible realm. But don't you worry. This man will not be getting away. I promise you that. Not if I have anything to say about it. And my ancestors are going to fuck him up if he thinks he's getting away with this. Oh, hell no. So I am not that type of girl. You sleep with me and then you ignore me. Oh, cute. No thanks. Ninja, how you doing? I could look at how pretty you are all day, girl. You are so pretty. Oh my God, Patty, you think so? Thank you. Wow. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. But being alone can enhance it. Let's see. Jesus, well, okay. Is there a place? Okay, let me read some of these. Oh my God, Mr. Generic. I shouldn't even read your comments with a name like that. Listen, you are something else to sit here and say that relationships are flawed and dangerous for men more than women. Oh my God. Fuck that. They're equally dangerous. Okay? It's dangerous for both parties. Get the fuck out of here with that. It is like, it does a number to the psyche if you are with somebody and then they just like pull the rug out from under you and you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? It's dangerous for both parties. So, and to say that relationships are flawed, like that's such a limitation. You have a limitation in love then. That's because you don't know your own power as a god. You don't know your own power in manifesting within a connection. Committing can damage a man's life. Yeah, if you're committing to the wrong one, it can. Stop trying to commit to the wrong one. Go find the right one. Hello, Heather. Modern relationships are flawed. That's the definition of a meme that goes like, the audacity. I know. I love you. Don't hate the world. I don't hate the world. I hate troll bots that have fake ass profile pictures and fake ass names. That's what I really hate. So, guys, we're doing donation-based readings today. If you would like a reading from me, I'd be freaking flattered. What if the right one turns out to be the wrong one? Well, then your intuition sucks. Because it wasn't the right one, was it? Do you know what I mean? The right one can't be the wrong one. That's why it's the right one. Whoa. Come on. Common sense ain't so common nowadays. The right one cannot be the wrong one. That's why it's the right one. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Hey, cool. I like a guy who can admit that he's wrong. And then I'm right, always. I could look at how pretty you are all day. Girl, work it. Okay. The right one and wrong one are the same if you don't try. Fucking A. All right, so common sense is common. It's found in a peanut butter jar. I just don't think people mix well anymore. That's sad. That's your shit thinking, not mine. That's because you don't believe. You don't have faith. You don't believe that the spirit world, the universe itself, can bring you to the right one. That's real sad. The right one and the wrong one are the same if you don't try. That's... That's my Shia LaBeouf clap, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. Yeah, they're the same. Wrong or right. Depends on what you feed it with. Are you fertilizing that soil? Or Mr. Generic, do you take your shit thinking into every relationship you have? I'll tell you right now, I know why it's failing. I know why your relationships fail. I know why. That's refrigerator door worthy right there, Abby. She gets it. Dude, that is, you guys, like, honestly, man. So you're one of the single ones that shouldn't remain single for very long. Peanut butter. Yeah, you shouldn't. With a mind like that, you won't be single for long. I've never had a relationship. I've never wanted one. Yeah, because you compare all relationships to doom and gloom. The devil. Like you see all relationships as the devil. Like it's gonna fuck you up. That's how you see it. That's how you see the boy, I literally this week got dumped by a guy that I am so into, and I'm still smiling and I'm still happy. And at rock bottom, you know, even wondering financially how I'm gonna make it, like I'm still happy. Like, dude, it's all about mindset, and yours sucks. No, it does. Dude, you suck. Sorry. Why I say that out loud? You suck. Damn, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Don't make me feel bad now. No. I was hoping you were a troll and I could say like that you suck, and then you'd be like, fuck you, bitch, and then we could fight and we could maybe get in a relationship, because in your opinion all relationships lead to fights. So, but now that you're actually sweet and you're apologizing and you're also admitting that you're wrong, it makes me not want to be a bitch. So, wow. Okay, thank you. Hi, how you doing? I just think that you've got a shit thought process on relationships, and you might want to fix that before you find before love finds you and you're like, oh fuck, what? Because you're gonna run. You're going to run. You're the type that would run from it because you need to look at this now. Okay? We can still fight. Let's fight. Don't make promises you can't keep, buddy. Don't make fucking promises that you can't keep, because I'm an Aries, Sun and Venus, and I will whip your ass. And I will have my ancestors whip your ass if I can't. Do not make promises you can't keep. I'm an Aries, honey. We are ruled by the planet of Mars. Okay, that is literally the planet of war. So don't even fuck with me. Don't. Stronger men have tried, Mr. Generic. They get wrecked every time. I just feel like men get the shorter straw. Yeah, I can see that. You know, and I do have to give it up to you guys, like, too, with the whole, like, you guys are able to have children and then women pretend to be pregnant with your kid. And, like, there is just a lot. And also it's like even dating anymore, like, you guys have to foot the bill. And then also there's the whole, like, you can't lean in for a kiss or do this. And it's like, get off me. And, like, I don't want that. And then it's like harassment. And it is tough. It is tough out there to be a man in the dating world. I will give you that. But do you know how hard it is for a woman too? I have cried over this man because I slept with him. And I hated myself. I was like, why did I sleep with him? What the fuck what was I thinking? You know, women, they involve their emotions so much more than men, I think. So as much as you guys get the short end of the straw when it comes to, like, the dating aspect, like, putting yourself out there, women get, well, we get emotionally invested, and that is where it's, like, not fair for us, you know? But I will tell you one thing. I got over Ryan pretty fast with this guy. I'll get over this guy pretty fast soon. Please. He best know that. You're a dime a dozen, honey. I can find you anywhere. I'm a goddess. Goddess, okay? I'm so happy for you guys. Let's see. I was like 20 years single. Found the love of my life 3 years ago. Still together. Good for you. I love that. I love that. That is sad, girl. You slay, though. And you are so pretty. Get it, girl. As a man will never know that what women go through, just like a woman won't know what men go through. Facts. I believe I've had both in one lifetime, right? One wrong time, wrong one at a lonely time in my life. No, you feel bad. What? I agree with both of you, though. Women lead with their heart, men lead with their brain. Yeah, true. And it would be very nice if in a partnership, a woman could understand that a man leads with logic. And it would be equally as impressive for a man to remember that a woman leads with emotions. And how can you compromise? How can you remember, like, oh, that's right. This is what he's thinking all the time because he's not so emotional and intuitive. And then men, how can you be like, you know what? She needs to cry right now and I need to be there for her, you know? And she's feeling this in the heart space and I need to be there. Like, when can it really can it blend? Can it work? I don't know. I think women get too much choice. And this can make it difficult to know who's genuine. You think women get too much choice? My God almighty, I've seen men have so many options. It's insane. Too much choice. Oh, you think women have too much choice? You haven't even heard of a woman in the manifestation world who knows how to manifest consciously yet. Hi, how you doing? Like, you think they have a lot of choices now. You wait until empowered women are awakening to the fact that they are God. Choices. That's all they will have. They will have choices upon choices upon choices upon choices. You think it's tough now. Just make sure you're a good choice. Don't be a generic. Oh, shit. She went there. Oh, did she, though? Did she? She said it. Right, I told you don't fuck with me. I told you that, generic. Don't fuck with me. I think women get too much choice. If you can go into it knowing that it's just fun, that's one thing. But when a girl's heart gets involved, that's when it's like, oh shit. And I have to say that I do go into it wanting fun because, well, I like to live a life of fun. I like my whole life to be fun, you know, kind of carefree, relax, chill. But in this instance, because he's a healer and he healed me, I got feelings. And though I can move on, and I'll allow myself to, if I don't get what I want enough, I leave. I leave relationships. It's easy. It's so easy to do. It it is. But in this instance, I do like this guy and I think he's quite perfect. But what? But not perfect enough. Because he'd be right here next to me right now if he were perfect enough. You know what I mean? I would have already manifested. I would have already been convinced that we are absolutely perfect for one another. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, emotional withdrawal. I just feel like he emotionally withdrew and then it's like, okay, no. That's not okay with me. I like a man who wants to stay emotionally connected, you know? Mm-hmm. Abby, same. Oh, imagine being told your whole life not to cry, even when you really want to. That's a man life. Yes, yes, yes. It's very sad. And I am so sorry. You guys, and men really do have that. That is a thing. That is a thing for real. But imagine being a woman who is emotional a lot and also being told the same thing. Because I think men, you guys consider that you're the only one being repressed or oppressed and told not to cry. But women are told from a very young age that if women cry, we're seen as a burden and no man would ever want us. You guys are told it's weak and it makes you look like a sissy. But we're told it makes us a burden to somebody. So yeah, that's why I love crying. And that's why I always cry on camera. Like I do. If I'm on camera and I'm crying and somebody's like, stop crying, you're too pretty for that. How do you think I stay pretty, honey? Because I cry. I allow myself to cry and purge and get over it. And then I'm better and I'm happier. And I don't shy away from that because I don't think that we as women should be shying away from that. In fact, I think it's the only way a man is going to ever feel safe in front of us to share vulnerably himself is if we share vulnerably ourselves. So it's got to end somewhere. World, broken, fallen world. The healing needs to start somewhere. Which one? The man or the woman? Which one's going to heal first? Right? Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. We're just all broken and we pretend to be put together. Sad truth. Till that's not a truth. No. That's your reality. That's not mine. One thing that puts me off, I hear women say the reason is because they got bored. They left a guy is because they got bored. Why? Why would that put you off? Don't be boring. Look, at the end of the day, when I left my husband, it was because it was just so stale. We'd been together 8.5 years. It was so stale. It was so boring. We never did anything. And it was not on a lack of trying on my part. So really, why? Divorce should be a thing for any reason. I know the Bible says it's because of cheating mainly. No, it should be because one party doesn't want to be there. If even one person wants to break a contract, it should be breakable for any reason. The whole what people really want is more fun in their life and fun and romance and passion. And that's why people are leaving commitments. And that's why people are afraid of commitments because we've associated commitment with boring. That's where we all went wrong. But just because one commitment used to be boring for me doesn't mean the next one will be boring. Commitment can be fun. Commitment is probably going to be more fun than it's ever been ever for me because I believe that I'm finding somebody compatible and the chemistry is off the chart. So why? Why is that a bad reason to break up with someone? Because they got bored? That's not a bad reason to break up with a guy. It makes me feel like guys are disposable. Uh-huh. Maybe you are. I mean, I hate to say that, but maybe you should start stepping it up and knowing that you are. Okay. Hi, Patty. Welcome back. Maybe you are. Just like men think that women are disposable. Maybe all of us are disposable in relationships if we don't try hard enough. Some women lose interest once a man cries. Not all, but some. That's sad. Yeah. Can a man ever be enough to a woman? Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Yes. If that woman, okay, can a man ever be enough to a woman? Yeah. If that woman is enough for herself. Otherwise, you're going to just run yourself ragged, men. I'm telling you, you're going to just die on that cross trying every single day to please a woman that can never be pleased. Because she doesn't know how to please herself. She doesn't know how to be happy herself. You're going to be with a woman that can't be happy in her own spare time. And so she needs to rely on you to be happy. You see, that's not good. Oh, hey, look, Abby, she gets it. Uh-oh. Did you see what Abby wrote? I'm going to repeat what Abby wrote because she wrote this before I even... Yeah, she agrees. If a girl leaves because they are bored, then that sounds like the man's problem. Yikes. Yeah, yikes. Truth. Spitting facts today, Abby. Facts. It is the man's problem if that is the case. And so if you are afraid and you're saying right now, like, yeah, well, it just makes me feel like men are disposable. I don't know what to tell you. You kind of are. You kind of are. There's 4 billion of you on the planet. You kind of are. And if I had my way, everyone would know how powerful they are. Every woman would know she's a goddess and has multiple options. And if you're bored, you leave. If I had my way, every woman on the planet would understand that she has 4 billion options to choose from. If you're even bored in the slightest and you're feeling like your needs aren't getting met, you have every right to leave. This is not the 1950s where everybody has to stay and you're obligated to do so. That's why it's a new age, guys. You don't have to stay just because it's normal and religion says so and your mom says so and like okay? Agreed. Every time I've been vulnerable in front of a woman, it was used against me in arguments. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And I know that happens. I've done that to men too, and I hated myself for it. But once you meet a healed woman who knows that shit is wrong and it's manipulative and it's abusive, you can find the right one. But you can't go into a relationship assuming that woman is like your ex or it's like every woman you've ever met. You can't do that. You can't go in withholding feelings, withholding emotions because you think that one is going to fuck you over. Instead, you do need healing, and I think you still need time alone. Yeah. Abby, I agree with you. Why is it a man's responsibility to make a whole other person's life exciting? Good question. It's not a man's responsibility to make the relationship exciting. It's the woman's responsibility to know when something isn't working to leave. To not put that pressure on a man, because it's not his responsibility. But if she is bored, she has every right to leave. It's not his responsibility, but it's not her fault for wanting to leave. You see? Both can be true. Both can be right. So women don't believe in love. Love transcends boredom. Right. right? Well, love is the highest frequency of all. Of course, love does. But sometimes you can be in a relationship where you love someone a lot and it still not be right, right? A healthy love should be something where you both feel all these emotions and problems or solutions that you shouldn't get bored. Exactly. And you feel really like there's a partner in it, a partner involved, you know? This is why I'm convinced that guys are the true romantics. We believe in love. So do women. So do women. It's just that now, after having been witnessing our grandparents and our mothers and every woman we've ever known marry for money or boredom, or they can't leave because they were told not to by the church or whatever. Just now, women are like, wait, I'm not staying. I'm not staying. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing because she was miserable. I'm not doing that. So I get it. I get why you guys would think we're not really that romantic because we can leave so easily. But we love ourselves so much that we leave easily. Which means that, honestly, we're kind of the true romantic, aren't we? We're willing to leave now. That's why it's a new age. We're willing to leave. The age of Aquarius is here, and everybody has way better boundaries now. And it's like the rise of the feminine, really. It is. It's not a patriarchal society anymore. It's just not going to, that's not going to work. So you're going to find that women have an easier and easier time walking away. So is it a woman's problem if she is bored? Yes. Yes, it is. That is a perfect comeback. Peanut butter. It is her problem if she is bored. So she should leave. And go be bored. Never. On her own. Like, either on her own she'll be bored, or in a relationship she'll be bored, until she's not bored anymore. Until she learns that she is her own soulmate. When you find a healthy individual, a healthy, independent woman, not a codependent woman, then she's happy on her own. She's a free spirit. She's bubbly, like her own authenticity, right? She's not bored. She's alone, but not lonely. And so you said, so is it a woman's problem if she's bored? No, it's her responsibility to leave if she's bored. I mean, wait, is it her problem? It's her problem if she stays. If she leaves, it's not a problem. It's not on her. Do you know what I mean? That got confusing. Let me just repeat it. It's her problem if she stays. She has no right to bitch and moan that she's bored. None. Zero right to complain that you're bored in a relationship. Zero, lady. No. Then leave. If it's that bad, fucking leave. Right? It isn't true love if both sides are getting their needs met. It isn't true love if both sides are not getting their needs met. A sign of a relationship shouldn't be bored and forced to stay unhappy. Exactly. That's what I agree. What happens if your twin flame dies? He was the love of my life. How can I manifest him again, Jenna? I've already done this. I've manifested my twin several times. First, you need to believe that reincarnation is real. You can manifest him, honey. You are unlimited. You have zero limitations. You are God. That man's consciousness still exists somewhere. In the same way that your twin flame wanted to sign an agreement with that body, a soul contract, to be in that physical vessel, is the same way that he would want to do it again if you implied that he would. Love is about accepting flaws and understanding that sometimes things become stale, but remembering that this person is the one you fell in love with for a reason. No. Try that again, Mr. Generic. No. That's a generic love connection. You are not about to stay miserable because of the promise from 10 years ago when you dated and you had a good sex life and love life. No. Staying on the hope and promise that it will just like somehow get back to how it was. No, that's torture. That's abuse of your own self. And I do not promote that on my channel. I will literally tell a woman to leave a situation like that. Love yourself. This is turning into a battle of the sexes. That's one opinion. I definitely didn't see it that way. You can still accept their flaws, but if I were in a relationship and I was bored and unhappy, I wouldn't stay because I'm remembering the person I fell in love with. Exactly. Why stay just because you remember the person you fell in love with 10 years ago? If they change and they haven't grown as much as you did, it now became unevenly yoked. Your burden is a lot lighter than their burden, or vice versa. Why stay? That's not love. That's not love. A lot of you think that staying all the time, even when you're sad and miserable, that that's love. But it's like, how is a miserable person going to ever help another miserable person? Only happy people can do that. And you're not happy. I wouldn't stay because I'm remembering the person I fell in love with. You wouldn't just communicate instead. See, the difference, Mr. Generic, is that I think you believe that a woman communicating with you would somehow change the core foundation of the relationship. The dynamic is off. Probably not the communication. The dynamic and the truth of the matter is that you are too opposite each other. By that point, like if you're that bored and it's that, though it can be manifested back, and I absolutely teach this. I love manifesting for reunion in the same connections for people. I love it. I love fixing marriages. That's like my favorite thing to do ever for clients. But the thing is, sometimes you have to acknowledge that until you know how to do that, how to really know the law of assumption and make it work in your benefit, that you are just trying to change someone's physical avatar. You're trying to change them. You're not going up here in your imagination and fixing the relationship there first. This is where relationships and manifestation are actually very much closely aligned. You can't really have one without the other. Without knowing your true sovereignty as a god of your reality, you can't really have a healthy dynamic, in my opinion. Because you're going to always give your power over to that person, thinking that they are somehow more powerful than you or above you in some way. And this is why I teach self-worship. This is why I talk about it so often, that we need to really, really respect and worship ourselves first, put ourselves on a pedestal, knock them down a little bit, and put us equal with them. You can't keep looking at your partner like they're the end-all be-all, men. And you do that a lot. Women do it too. Oh, it's off-putting. It's codependency at best. Toxic at worst. So you can't do that. That's not how you have a healthy communication. That's not how you have a healthy union. Oh shit. She said it though. I'm not looking into the past goods to distract myself from the present bad. And that is why Abby will one day find her true divine counterpart. A guy who also said the same fucking thing. And that guy, who she's about to meet in the future, would say, I'm not looking at the past good with my ex to distract me from the present bad that we are. I'm leaving. The guy I slept with this week, he's had 2 divorces, which tells me he agrees with me that self-love is very important. And if you're not getting your needs met, it is best to part ways. So I actually really love that. I actually really love that he's had 2 divorces. I think that is, I've had 1 divorce, he's had 2. And I think that is a very good thing, honestly. That's why when people say like, oh, but he's, you know, they've had all these divorces and all these breakups and stuff. Yeah, because they were learning how to love people. They were learning how to love themselves. And every single one of those breakups, women and men decided to love themselves more than the relationship. I can't help it that you want to hold on, Mr. Generic. That's your problem. You're okay with mediocrity. That's your fucking problem. Sounds like you're in love with the relationship rather than the person, Abby. Maybe she's just in love with herself. My thing is this, if women leave a man because they were bored, why the heck do they always miss their exes? They don't always miss their exes. What is there to miss if there's no fun involved? What is there to miss if you don't have chemistry? You would put your own needs before the needs of the one you love. This doesn't define actual love for me. Well, to put your own needs first is the sign of a healthy individual. Let me give you this. Do you know when a mother lion, a lioness, kills her prey in the African safari, do you guess who eats first? Do you think it's the lion, the lioness, or the cubs? I'm curious to know what you would think. Probably the cubs, right? So they get fed and healthy. No, it's the lioness. She eats first. She's the one that had to kill. She's the one that has to nurse. And she's the one that has to drag the carcass back to the king of the pride in the first place. So your self-love, ladies, is not something to be shamed about. And do not ever think that just because men say something like, wow, so you're really that selfish that you would choose you before your partner. Yes, I always will choose me, no matter what, 100%, all the time, in the same way that God chooses me. I love me unconditionally. And if I know I'm not happy, I'm moving on. Love is eternal. Love is found in so many people, and love is found in everyone, which means the universe will magnetize to me someone new at my frequency, at the level I'm at my lessons, where I've learned. Someone will be replacing that other one. Trust me, it happens. It's very quick. You're magnetizing. We do not chase something. We are attracting it. So you are magnetizing the right one to come in, but you have to let go of the old. And sadly, I can't help that you don't let go of the old, generic. Right, Kevin, exactly. Change is inevitable, right? It's not the relationship, but it's the reality that relationships and people change, and you shouldn't be forced to stay because of someone they were in the past, precisely. Men love women, women love children, children love animals. Another one for the fridge. Time can make and break a lot of relationships, yeah. People mature as a person, but this shouldn't affect love. It shouldn't, but it does. It shouldn't, but it does. It always does. Typically, in a soulmate union, which my theory, my opinion is that we all have hundreds of soulmates. Hundreds and hundreds of soulmates. One twin flame. Okay? Your twin flame, the theory is that it's you in another body. You have the same frequency, the same chakra system, the same subconscious, the same goals and ambitions and dreams, desires, literal physical dreams as well. Like when you sleep, you have the same dreams and stuff. Telepathy. It's the same soul in a different body. The theory is that it was split apart into two different vessels so that they can find each other and be together in the physical world and never outgrow each other. See, but the thing with soulmates is, a soulmate is just that. It's a mate to your soul. It is an entirely different soul altogether with their own wants, their own desires, their own frequency, their own likes and dislikes. This is why soulmates often outgrow each other. In fact, so often that if you're on a spiritual journey like I am, you kind of run through them like toilet paper. And it can seem harsh and it can seem downright even narcissistic at times, but it's not. It's that you learn the lessons from each of these soulmates that you are meant to learn so that you can be in true union with yourself, aka your twin flame, opposite you in the physical world. That is the ultimate goal. Paradise. Union with self and union with another. Right? True, true, true love that you cannot outgrow. In fact, every single lifetime you find each other too. Right? No matter where you go, even after death, you find each other there. So this is just me being the hopeless romantic that I am. I tend to believe that soulmates outgrow each other. And that if you're on the true twin flame path like I myself am, you go through them like underwear because it's just not going to work. You are outgrowing them. You're learning lessons from them and they are there temporarily on your path. But Mr. Generic, it's people like you that unfortunately get stuck so often with a soulmate and you're not learning your lesson that love is eternal. And sometimes love would leave. and you don't want to face that. And I get that. It's scary because you're going to have to be alone. And you would rather not be alone. You'd rather have a warm body next to you in a bed. But you already feel alone within that connection, don't you? Let me put it this way. I'm not religious, but anyone who is religious loves their God. They put their God's needs before their own. They would die for their God. They wouldn't say, I'm bored with my relationship with God. I'm leaving. Okay, wait. I'm not understanding. I'm not religious either. Everyone loves their God, right? And I claim to be God. I claim that I am God of my reality. I am God. So therefore, in this analogy here, you say they put their God's needs before their own. Well, once you meet someone who knows that they are the creator of their own reality and that their thoughts create and shape their reality, those are conscious creators. Those are gods. So now there is no one outside of that person to be like, hey, God, let me just submit myself to you and that's it. Because they are God. They're submitting to themselves. They love themselves as God so much that they would divorce somebody because they're bored. Because they know that their soul needs growth and evolution. Okay? They would die for their God. They wouldn't say, I'm bored with my relationship with God. I'm leaving. This is a common problem, Mr. Generic. You have just associated the partner that's getting left with God. I'm bored with my relationship with God. I'm leaving. It's the same as saying I'm bored with my relationship with my husband. I'm leaving. My husband is not my God. I am my God. He is simply a reflection of what I believe I am. So he does not have power over me. I have power over my own thoughts. He will not speak the words on my lips or think the thoughts in my head. Right? So implying that God, in this instance, you can't just get bored with God and leave God, right? But you can with a man or a woman if you're bored. This relationship they have is true love. Love should be unconditional. It is unconditional. It is unconditional. Love is so unconditional that when a woman loves herself unconditionally, she knows she deserves better than boredom and stagnancy and pulling teeth to get a man to do something. And a man would know that he loves himself more than to be with a woman who would make him ashamed of crying or having emotions or feelings or anger or any. That is true unconditional love. People keep thinking unconditional love is going to happen in a physical union before it happens within self first. That is not how it works. You keep putting so much emphasis, you two put so much emphasis on the external partner. Abby and I, we get it, and that we're not doing that. You're putting the emphasis on an outside external factor. And saying here, the audacity to say that love should be unconditional, so if you don't stay in a miserable partnership, you don't have unconditional love. What a fucking gaslighting experience is that? Wow. That's emotional manipulation. That is very much emotional manipulation. To ever try to convince people that if they don't stay in a relationship because they're unhappy, that they are somehow not unconditionally loving. Ooh, honey, don't play that game. Don't play with fire. Don't. Well, yes, but I am also an atheist, but God is an almighty person who loves everyone, and people love who they choose to love, and sometimes that love doesn't last. Exactly. And it doesn't. Why did we, as a collective, as a world, think that love was supposed to last? Because we watched too many Disney movies? Why did we think love was supposed to last with a certain person? No. Answer that. You felt that it was supposed to because you had all these fairy tales. Or your mom and your dad, and like they live together for 50 years, and like your grandma, and okay. So you have that template, right? But then when it doesn't work for you, you stay and you stay and you stay, and you're like, it's gotta work. Because I remember the first date we had, and that was great, and like the second date, and then we had our first kid, and it was like good then, you know? So you have a blueprint from someone else's successful marriage And you are now comparing your failed marriage to said successful marriage. It's just, no, that's, I don't know. I think Abby gets it here. Abby seems to be the one that is on track the most with unconditional love, in my opinion. People have lost their souls for materialism. True? This sounds like a bargain or an arrangement rather than love. I'm an atheist, but God's an almighty person who loves everyone, and people love who they choose to love. And sometimes that love doesn't last. And you know what it sounds like to me, generic? That in trying to convince yourself that she sees relationships as an arrangement, as an agreement, as a contractual thing, that you're actually justifying why you're allowed to tell people to stay when they're not happy. Like, there's a contract, you have to abide by this, otherwise you're just, you don't even love me, and there it goes, it's just another contract, broken again. And it's like, that is such a manipulative thing, though. If you go into anything like that, if she thinks that for herself, sometimes they choose love and sometimes they walk away, you're failing to see that sometimes love looks like loving yourself more than someone else. That's because society taught you it's selfish. That's because society taught you that's a narcissistic trait. Sometimes we love ourselves so much more than we have to love our partner. I mean, Selena Gomez said it perfectly. She said, I had to hate you to love me. Sometimes. And it's the women at rock bottom that have been through it so many times that understand what I'm saying. And I know they do. How will you know the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame? Ooh, honey, there's... Oh, I gotta leave that one for another day. That one is good. Maybe I should just... This is such a good topic, though. God, I don't know what to do. Can you ask that question in like 5 minutes, maybe, and we'll try it again? You don't throw underwear away after one use, though. But when you see that it's ratted up and torn and like old, you're like, this is not serving me anymore. And then you buy new underwear, you know? I've been alone my entire life. I'm comfortable with this. Perfect. And that is why your subconscious mind is making it more and more likely for you to stay single. Because you keep saying, I am comfortable with this. I like it. I like it. Perfect. You're going to get more of what you want. Sounds like narcissism. This is why this is a battle of the sexes. It's not a battle of anything. We're just having a disagreement. So you're saying love doesn't exist. I'd agree. I'm saying love is all that exists. You're just not understanding it. You take your limited mindset somewhere else. Sex stopped being meaningless and sacred for you. Certainly not for me. This week, it was the most sacred act I've ever had my entire life. So that limiting mindset that you have, Mr. Peanut Butter, though I very much can understand why you feel that way, it's your opinion and your reality and not mine. I don't share that same sentiment. Sex is definitely not meaningless, and it is very much sacred. This is, oh, hello, staff. Why should you stay with someone unconditionally only to let resentment grow? Hell no. Honey, I think it's not even really the battle of the sexes. I think it's that men haven't awakened to this truth yet. The two men that we're talking with right now, sadly, have not experienced what us women seem to have already experienced and already have gone through. Being alone within a connection. Notice both of the two men we're talking to right now have said they've never been in a relationship. Both of you have agreed. Both of you have said that, haven't you? Wow. I actually just realized that. Yeah. The inexperienced trying to tell the experienced that love doesn't exist. Not only does love exist, but love is found because we loved ourselves so much that we left men that didn't treat us right. It only exists in movies and fiction. So fucking sad. She is saying that love exists, but if a love ends, it doesn't mean that it never happened or existed in the first place. Precisely. No one is forcing anyone to stay, but being bored shouldn't be a reason to leave something that is growing. If it's growing! But listen, peanut butter, we have established at this point that we are talking about an unhealthy dynamic. We've established that the topic of conversation is that it is an imbalanced relationship we're discussing. One where needs are not being met. Agreed? Isn't that what we're discussing? Therefore, to now throw in that adjective, growing, which I don't know if that's an adjective. Is that a verb? I think it's a verb. You can't just throw that in there, like, leave something that's growing. We wouldn't be leaving something that's growing, my love. We would be leaving something that has already been stuck, stifled, cut down. The tree's already cut down. Okay? How do you even know it was growing? God, see, you girls, you get it. She could have been bored for so many reasons, and many of them could have been legit. Exactly. Okay, Jen, I love you so much. You too. Love me tender. I love you. I want to answer that question, so can you please ask it a little later? Then I think we define love in different ways. Your love is different from my love. Right. And if I think that God is love and love is God, then I could say right now that reads, your God is different from my God. Correct. I worship a different God than you. That's okay. I love you anyway. But I worship self. I put my needs above all else so that when I have my cup overflowing and I'm healthy and vibrant and healthy and sexy and I tell myself like, damn girl, you fine. And I look at myself with all my flaws, stretch marks, flabby skin, my thunder thighs, all of it. I know a man would want to sink his teeth into this, right? Until I know that, how dare I even try to get in a commitment with somebody else? So as much as I know and I can agree with what you're saying in that there is a very, your partner is very important. You're putting them on such a pedestal that they have become your God. You have given them power where you need to give yourself power. You are the operant power of your own reality, not your person. Your person does not control your reality. You do. See, that's the thing. That's why a lot of these ladies who I feel very much probably understand the law of assumption, they understand that self-worship, worshiping self, comes first. But the guy left after he got what he wanted. It was meaningful to you and not to him. Again, that is your assumption. In your reality, you have claimed in your mind that it was not meaningful to him. Now me in my own reality, because I'm God of my own reality, you're God of yours, I'm center and creator of the universe in my own reality. Never once did I actually say that I believed it wasn't meaningful to him. In fact, my statement was, this man ghosted me and avoided me because our contact was too much. It meant too much to him. And because I'm God of my reality, what I say is true in my world. What you say about me is true in your world, right? So yeah, it could be easily seen as, yeah, he just left you, Jenna, slept with you and left you, just typical, huh? But I'm the one that gives it meaning. So if I say, oh my God, our connection was so intense, so passionate, and so mind-blowingly a lot that he had to run, I am now convincing my subconscious mind that not only does he want me, but this is transforming his soul, right? So it's all about what you give it. What meaning do you give? What meaning do you give that relationship? Talking it out. Tell that guy what's making you feel bored. Jenna, you're a love counselor. I think so. I didn't really know it until today. I didn't know it until just right now, actually. They would rather spend their whole lives with someone they would end up resenting and hating because they felt unseen and unheard, and they do not want to be lonely. So the irony of ironies here, Stephanie, is these men in here that we're talking to right now, not trying to call you guys out, but it is true. Both of you said you've never been in a relationship, right? Or did I misread that? I think you both said it. I said I prefer to be single, not that I wasn't in a relationship. Ah, got it. Okay. So what was her question? Okay. You'd rather be alone, right? Than in a relationship that makes you feel alone. So how is that really any different than what us ladies are doing? We'd rather be alone. And then we'd rather meet someone new. And then leave again if we're not getting our needs met. And then leave again if we're not getting our needs met. Because why? We are goddesses. We are God and goddess encapsulated in a physical body. All of us are. Why are we not supposed to have our needs met? Because society told us that you're supposed to stay with one guy for 60 years? That led to a lot of resentment, a lot of bitterness, a lot of alcoholism, a lot of drug abuse, a lot of abuse. That does not lead to happiness. That leads to resentment and a whole lot of spiritually stuck and stagnant people because they don't ever grow with a partner who is meant to help them grow and ascend. They're always stuck. It's just bored. No. What makes you think people don't have that talk? Exactly. That is a very good question because you've asked that twice now, Peanut Butter. You've asked that twice now. You've said, well, actually, I don't know that you said it twice. I know that it's been asked twice. I think Generic said it once and then you said it. You said, well, why can't they just talk it out? What the fuck do you think most women do in a relationship, honey? All they do is talk. Talk. What do you think they've done? 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000 times. So what makes you think they haven't already had that talk? And what makes you think they haven't begged their partner to go to therapy? Or said, hey, let's spice it up. Let's go to this tech store. Let's buy this. Let's do that. What do you think? Do you not think that they've already had that discussion? Now that you've both said it, I think you both do assume that women don't normally have that discussion before leaving. Like, hello, that would have been the first thing we did. Leaving would be the last thing, okay? Then talk. Tell your guy you're bored and let him know. Great. Okay, I agree with that. Love it. And how are you going to get a man to change? You can't change a man. The man has to want to change, right? So until the woman knows that she is God of her own reality, you're not going to know how to change a man in the external physical 3D world. It is a reflection. It is a mirror. He mirrors you. He thinks what you think he thinks. He says what you think he will say. He acts how you think he's going to act. Until a woman knows this at her core, that she is the God of her reality, unfortunately, that relationship will never work. You will always be putting your power into an external God. There will always be someone external of you making the rules. Talk to your guy, tell him you're bored, and let him know why. And then what? The man will make changes, yes, but temporarily at best, unless the woman knows her value and worth as a manifester, as the creator, the operant power of her reality. That makes sense. No two people have the same realities. For me, self-care would always come first. Exactly. Same here. Any relationship until I have children. Right. This is why men are logical and women are emotional. So you would put your children's needs before your own? No. Again, in the same analogy as the lioness that kills her prey, right? She eats first, even before the cubs. If you are not happy as a mother, how are you going to raise happy, healthy children? If you do not have your cup overflowing with self-love, self-respect, and individuality and self-reliance, right? Tons of energy, healthy sleep, diet, exercise, all that good stuff, right? How are you ever going to raise healthy children? You can't. So yes, my needs would have to come even before my child's needs. It would have to. In order to raise a healthy child, I have to be healthy. Now, I'm not saying that my child would ever go without. I'm just saying that in my reality, I am God. My child isn't God of my reality. You see? And this is where law of assumption for me as a coach really plays in with relationships. They're very much intermingled, and I'm just noticing that how much now it is. It's kind of crazy, actually. What I'm noticing right now is, it is my opinion that you cannot have a healthy, sustainable relationship until you know that you are God. Until that you know you are a conscious creator. That's wow. Is that what I think? I'm like hearing it for the first time. I'm like, damn, like you cannot be in a healthy, passionate, divine union with someone until you know you are divine. You can't be with a god unless you're a goddess. You can't be with a goddess unless you're a god. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be with union within self, because again, the 3D is just a reflection of what is in here. You are manifesting people that reflect what you are, divinity. And if you keep giving your power over away to other people, they will just throw you around like waves on a rock, and it's not going to be good. No two people have the same realities. That also means a couple's views on how good a relationship is can be totally different. If one is unhappy and nothing is done to address it, then exactly, she's right. Move on. Please try to make some sense, my dudes. I'm saying that I would love to love my partner, but I would love myself equally, if not more. That has to be it. That has to be it. And I think that really angers a lot of men in this new age, because it's been a patriarchal society until now. You've never seen women who love themselves as much as we do. To leave your ass in the grass. You've never seen it. You've never seen how quickly we will fucking move on if we have to repeat ourselves more than once. You've never seen it. And it's the whole world hasn't seen it. It's the Great Awakening, honey. It's like women like me, just normal average women. Like, there's nothing special about me. You know what I mean? It's like we're talking about soccer moms with kids. Like, these are now the women that used to be average, and yet now they have gained conscious awareness of themselves as a god and a goddess, as a creator of their own reality, that they can consciously create what they want in their life. So there's a lot of upset men across the whole planet. And I've been channeling this message for a while from Spirit, that a whole bunch of men are angry that seemingly 6s and 7s and just average women, right? All of a sudden they see themselves as a 12. And honey, you can't afford the typical average soccer mom with kids now. You can't afford even average now. That is called the power of the puss movement, in my opinion. The spiritual puss movement. But yeah, it's like you can't even afford average women when you used to be able to do that, and you can't now. You have got to step it up, men. Get out of the overly logical. The overly logical isn't going to get you anywhere in love, and it certainly sure as shit is not getting you anywhere close to manifesting your dream life. Manifestation is not logical. As much as I understand you reside there, that's because you reside in your ego. A lot of times, that is the truth. If you reside overly logically in your ego, you will have a very hard time manifesting. Because how are you going to be a millionaire if you make $20 an hour? Ye of little faith. You're lacking that element of faith that people like me definitely have. And it's just becoming more and more normal for everyday average women to start being like, yeah, no, you can't afford me. You can't afford my energy. I shouldn't even have a conversation with you. And no, I will not go on a date with you. And if you start setting the standard across the whole planet of all women having that just bare bones, basic self-confidence of like, I am God, not you. I control my own reality. This is where it gets threatening. And this is where the patriarchy starts not liking it very much. And this is when a lot of women become oppressed. This is when a lot of divine feminines become oppressed. However, because it's a new age and there's a lot of technology now, and it's a lot, it's not going to be as common for women like me to be oppressed. In fact, we're going to be looked up to a lot more because we're living proof that if you love self, people will start loving you unconditionally as well. And that will be a healthy dynamic, a healthy relationship. Yep. Stephanie, you said it. A shitty relationship. That's what it leads to. Favorite zodiac to date, Aries. Spontaneous, fun, leadership, alpha. Fucking love it. An Aries with an Aries. God, I love that passion. Ooh, that was my favorite. If your partner loves you back, then they should love you the way you currently love yourself. If your partner loves you back, then they should love the way you currently love yourself. Right. But what if a man who lives in his ego does not like that a woman suddenly started loving herself more? Because of a power play, an ego trip, competition, whatever. What if that is the case, though? You know? And the same could be said opposite, though. If your partner loves you back, then they should love the way you currently love yourself. They might love it, but they might not approve of it. Like they might love you, but they might not approve of the way you love yourself. If I'm with a man and he drinks his problems away instead of coming to me for healing and emotionally just word vomiting to me, you know, then I may love him, but I don't love the way that he processes his emotions. I do not love the way, then, that my partner loves himself, because that doesn't look like love at all to me. To hurt your body means that you're rejecting the love I have for you. The love that I give and pour into you, you do not feel it's enough. Therefore, you turn to a bottle instead. Now, it's an example, but they should love the way you currently love yourself. Maybe women don't love the way men love themselves. But if love yourself and your partner loves you, then this would be unbalanced. No. You see, you're associating self-love with time and energy and stuff like that. That's I can't even get into that. I need to scroll down the comments. That one's a whole whopper of a Mr. Peanut Butter. It's like saying that you're at a playground and you've been there for hours and hours and you've been on every toy over and over again. Would you stay and remember how you had fun before and still be bored in the present, or would you find a new park to play on? Right. She's got a fucking point. But we are not lions. We don't compare. It's absolutely very much the same. It is absolutely the same when it comes to self-love. Dude got as emotional as kids fighting over who started it. Are lions capable of love? Of course they are. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? They're sentient beings. They are also very much connected to source. Why wouldn't they be? Don't they have a soul? Don't animals have souls? Of course they're capable of love. Isn't your dog capable of love? That's why they're man's best friend. They are very capable of love. Wouldn't a lion be the same? Of course they're capable of love. Humans are not God. We bleed and die. Calling yourself as God is narcissism. No. Calling yourself God and not being God is narcissism. Calling yourself the creator of your own reality and knowing that you are the creator of your own reality is divinity and power. What are men committing to? Why should men be expected to be seen as second best in relationships rather than equals? They shouldn't be. They should be seen as equals. They're committing to a woman who would give them a family, loyalty, friend, and love. Exactly. And if it's a woman who knows that she is a very strong, powerful creator of her own reality and a god in her own sense, the operant power of all things that happens in her reality, then that man is meeting God herself. A woman who can speak and the universe listens and make that man the happiest man on the planet, let me tell you. But only if she gets to that point of divinity, only if she can go through all the trials and tribulations in love to reach that pinnacle. If she can't, then she's never going to be with a God because she doesn't feel worthy of that. You see? And a God in another would love the divinity within her, right? Mr. Peanut Butter, you're cute. Uh-oh, I'm going to be in trouble right now. No, you're not. This idea frightens me and keeps me single. But we find that women should love themselves more. That they should be the top priority in their life. Yeah, that is true. That they should have so much self-love it oozes. Yeah, it oozes out. I don't want a relationship where I love my partner and my partner loves herself. Oh, you said it, buddy. You said it. You said it. Oh, shit balls. Somebody take a screenshot. You said it. Oh my God. What a Freudian slip. Mr. Generic, thank you for finally reaching that moment of like, oh, I got to tell them what we're really about here. He said, I don't want a relationship where I love my partner and my partner loves herself. Yeah, I know. I can see that in you. You'd rather have her oppressed and feeling like she's not allowed to be independent, wealthy, powerful, making more than you, being driven, career goal oriented, meeting tons of other people's, traveling on her own, doing things on her own, because you see commitment as a ball and chain, and she would want to see commitment as freedom and fun and happiness. And that is why you will stay single. You probably won't be single. You'll probably just manifest someone who doesn't love themselves. And she'll probably not make you grow at all. Which is probably what you want. Which is good. You should manifest that if that's what you want. You will. You have free will in your reality. You can do whatever you want. The matriarch is a really tall cliff and women are marching on. And women are marching on. We're not talking about a patriarch or matriarchy in this instance right now. Even if, though, you say the matriarchy, even that is imbalanced. If you think of only matriarchy. If there were going to be any archies, I suppose it should be balanced, and that the patriarchy and the matriarchy are kind of one in this, like, they're balanced. But yeah, I can see how it could swing the opposite way very easily. But if a woman comes in offering all of that, and you come in with questions and dissatisfactions that women love themselves, then that is where you get problems. Exactly. What if two people in union are both manifesting different realities? Whose manifestation wins out? Yours does. You're the operant power of your reality. Whoever is the one asking this. So love me tender. If you were in a relationship with a partner, you would be the one that wins every time. Are they cheating or are they with you? Are they going to choose her or are they going to choose you? You're the one that gets to decide. But women here have said things. It's no longer questions. Have said what things? That women should love themselves more than their partners? I think that you should love yourself more than anything. That way, if a man does not love you more than anything, and himself more than anything, you think that loving someone like, okay, you keep thinking, Generic, and this, I want you to hear this because I've heard this a couple times in your comments. You think that if a man loves a woman, but a woman's already loving herself, then that means she doesn't love you. If a woman really truly loved herself, she would love you because she would know that she is you. We are all one. If you're in a union with some woman that has self-love, you would have no problem at all receiving love back from her. She'd have a very overwhelming cup to give you of love. But see, you're looking at love so linearly, Generic. You're looking at it like, I don't want to give love to this woman if she's already giving love to herself. I'd rather just give love to someone else that isn't loving themselves. So you want a codependent relationship. You want a broken relationship where you always have to be the fixer and the healer. You guys have to fix each other. That's very toxic. What you really want, and what every man should want anyway, I can't say you want it, what should be wanted, in my opinion, is a woman who loves herself enough to know that she can love you so well that she makes you grow and become and evolve into a better soul, a better person, into your highest version of yourself. But I don't think you want that. I don't think you really want that. I think it threatens you and a lot of people that are in the patriarchy. I think it threatens a lot of men across the planet when women start believing that they are a 12 and they know that they deserve better. It's a worry for a lot of men. If you think you can lose your girl so easy, would it make you try to change or try to make it better? It would make it you step up your game, but most are lazy and want shit to stay the same. It never stays the same. Mike for the fucking win. Thank you for coming with common sense on the man's side. Thank you, Mike. Yes, Mike drop. Thank you. If your girl tells you, I'm bored, I don't want this like this anymore, why don't you step it up? The real problem is the men that we've been talking to, women would leave and they would blame the woman for it. When you got to really look at the facts that you've been warned a lot of times. Fix this, try this, do that. You know what I mean? And again, but ladies, that is not their responsibility to do that if they don't want to do that. You can't fix a man and you can't force a man to change. That's like telling the man all the time, take out the trash, take out the trash, take out the trash. But you're doing it in the 3D and it's not, you don't do it like that. You go into your imagination and you see him taking out the trash and you congratulate him, you thank him, you give him a hug, you say, wow, that's amazing. I love that you did that. Thank you. And then boom, that shit happens in the 3D. So many people do not know that they are God, so they do not know to go in their imagination. And that is why we do not have healthy relationships yet on the planet yet. But it is going to happen. It's inevitable. We're all going into a new age. And in the new age, we all get what we want. And a lot of us want love. So all you have to do is learn some fucking lessons, all right? Learn some lessons, love a little, lose a little, and then fucking ascend and find your twin flame. Find your true divine counterpart, okay? Not that hard. It is tough. It's easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. If you go on with what you previously said about how partners should love you as much as you love yourself, then a woman didn't love herself, then a man wouldn't love her. Shit, I feel like that actually is such a big wow moment that I'm gonna have to read it again and like really digest that. Men and women both should love themselves in a relationship. And I'm really seeing that, unfortunately, Mr. Generic, I think you do not love yourself in a relationship. That is what I'm seeing too, Abby, that he is unfortunately seeing it. Only a woman should and could love themselves in a relationship, and that only a woman could be that selfish to love herself and worship herself. This is not a sexism thing. I think men should do that as well. I think if you are a man and you are the God of your reality, that is what you should be doing. You should be loving yourself as the God within, as divinity. You are God. Not some guy in the sky, not some dude in a book that you don't know, or a guy who died 2,000 years ago. You don't know him. You don't know him. Do you know the Jesus that lives within you? Do you know the Christ that lives within you? Do you know the operant power that you are, the consciousness that you are that creates your reality? If you don't know that one yet, then if you're in a relationship, you're going to let someone else lead your boat. Okay? And it's not going to be pretty. You got it right, I think. Some people stay in relationships for years before reaching the point where they would rather leave. It applies to both sides, yes. So let's have a world where we all love ourselves over anyone else. The problem is, Mr. Generic, you are confusing self-love with narcissism. Self-love would know that everyone is us. Everything is connected. Self-love would not just be selfish. It would give. It would have so much love to give that it would radiate love to everyone. happiness, love. If you love yourself enough to take care of yourself, you vibrate higher. You embody a more fun persona, which heals people naturally. It helps and lift spirits and make people feel better, right? So it's naturally the most loving thing you could do is to love self. Loving someone else doesn't mean you can't love yourself. That's it. That's what loving someone else doesn't mean you can't love yourself. And that's where you're getting it twisted, generic. That was the gaslight of all gaslights. What do you mean, Mr. Peanut Butter? In what way? Love is infinite, and you can give and spread enough love for the ones you care about. And yeah, love is infinite. But you don't know that yet, generic. You haven't learned that. Okay, so you said, I don't want to be in love with someone who loves themselves more than I love them and more than they love me. What I'm really thinking is, why is it a competition? Why do you think that love has, I don't, like a rule by which it's measured? Somebody who loves themselves would love that you love them, and they would happily accept it. Love is infinite. Love is eternal. Love is found in everything. Love is grateful. So if someone is in love with themselves, they would love that you love them, and they would love you back. But only if you love them yourself. If you are with someone who loves themselves, respects themselves, honors themselves, but with you, you don't do that, they have every right to leave. Because it is like pouring a very healing, high vibrational energy, just goodness, into a vessel that isn't ready for it. If you have not loved yourself enough, it is actually more loving to walk away from the partner. So, I say, what is there to measure? But yet in the next sentence, I say, if you don't love you as much as they love themselves. So really, I guess I am measuring it too. It's a very linear view on things. What you want is people to sacrifice themselves to prove their love, which is very destructive. I don't love myself, period. I respect myself. Okay, again, what another Freudian slip. Thank you so much for saying exactly what is on your heart. You don't love yourself. Then why should I? You don't love you, then why should your wife? If I don't love me, then why should you love me? So that you can spend the next 80 years fucking miserable trying to prove to me that I'm beautiful and worthy of love and, oh, just accept it, just accept. Is that what it is? That's what you think love is? No. No. Those are devil energies. That is so bad. If I truly love my partner, I would die so they could live. If I had a son or daughter, I would die so that they could live. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's love. Their life would mean more to me than my own. I could understand that. I think that's beautiful. I think that's selfless. Guys, anybody still here? I think everybody left, so anyway, I'm sorry I had to leave like that. I'd been waiting on a call and this dude had me blocked for a while. So I wasn't thinking I'd get to call him back, and if I didn't hear what he had to say, I would regret it. So anyway, okay, I think I'm gonna go now. I was trying my best to do a live stream. about love, and ironically, my ex called. And that right there, we are so unevenly yoked that I just feel drained even talking to him for like 5 minutes. Like, that is the equivalent of someone, a man, thinking that if you love yourself, you become too powerful, you become too much of a woman. And that's what he said to me. He said, "You're just too much of a woman, I think. I think you're just too much for me." He misses me, but man, it's toxic. Like, he's got so much baggage and shit. There's no way I'm not going back. So anyway, I'm sorry guys. I didn't mean to just like leave like that. I had to. I felt like I wasn't gonna ever get to talk to him again if I didn't answer this phone call. And I really wanted to just know what was really going on with that. He'd had me blocked on his phone, so I go right to voicemail. So I wasn't ever gonna get to hear him again. But now that I felt his vibes and like I heard what karma is going on in his life for not being with me, I'm like, bro, you don't have spiritual protection because you're not in my life anymore. And his whole life has gone to shit. It's like, it's crazy. Like, he told me some of the things that had happened, and I'm just like, oh my God, dude, you're like fucked. Like, your life is really not okay. So yeah, I'm sorry I had to leave you guys. But anyway, now I'm just like kind of needing to go meditate, clear my energy. Like, I can't even be around that guy for 5 minutes. But all right. I love you guys. I had a good chat. I'll talk later. Bye.